Welcome to Virtual Network Development Training Day 3, Selling the System. Now let's talk about who might need to use the Olivia system. Business owners that are currently using outbound telemarketing, would like to utilize telemarketing, but can't justify the cost or the aggravation. Business owners that need to reach out to their current clients to promote sales, that are looking to increase brand awareness or want to upsell their clients. Business owners that would like to set an appointment or want to announce the upcoming specials or sales, or business owners that want to connect to consumers interested in their product. Now let's really take a look at who can use Olivia. Imagine you're a stockbroker and the market just changed. You need to be able to reach out to all your clients and either have them buy or sell. You turn around, you tell your telemarketers to start making calls and get these people on the phone. How many hours is it going to take for you to get through to that many people? Olivia can do it in minutes. Real estate agents, reaching out to renters, reaching out to people who are looking to buy a new home. Telemarketing companies who staff all these telemarketers who, quite frankly, don't show up half the time. Real estate brokers who have an entire agency that they're responsible for. Appointment setting services, mortgage brokers, financial planning services, alarm companies, debt collectors, nonprofit, final expense companies, solar companies, AC companies, anyone else that sets appointments or calls customers. Bottom line, everyone. Let's talk a little bit about the sales process. Prospecting. Next step, schedule an appointment. Move over to add that contact and schedule presentation into your CRM system, which we use the Zoho CRM platform. You present the material via Skype. Then you verify everything's been received, and you get paid. Pretty simple, right? Let's talk about the steps individually. Where to prospect. When you're looking for business data, there's some great places to look. One, you have a lot of data through your CRM. We've got somewhere in the neighborhood of 200,000 records of business consumers throughout the nation. Two, Craigslist. Craigslist is a phenomenal place to find interested people for our product. If you look at this ad right here, they're looking for inside telemarketers or appointment setters. What could be better than presenting Olivia to this company who's already looking to hire telemarketers? Google. Take a look under the business listings. Use the phone book. Yellow Pages is online now. And, of course, once you get good enough and you're ready to use Olivia, to pitch Olivia, we're happy to put you on and let Olivia dial out and deliver inbound calls to you from interested business owners. 2, schedule the appointment. Your first 10 appointments are going to be accompanied by a training officer. When you set up the appointment, make sure you fill out the client questionnaire so your training officer knows exactly what they're looking at. Make sure you book your appointment for an hour so you have plenty of time to answer any questions that your clients might ask. Make sure you have the right time zones down for your client, because guys, we don't want to show up late or the wrong time for an appointment. It makes us look sloppy. And list all appointments on your CRM calendar. By putting them on the calendar and notifying your training officer, it ensures that both of you guys are going to be there and are ready to present the material. Make sure your clients know that they need to be in front of his or her computer so we can demonstrate the platform. After those first 6 appointments that your training manager will present on his own, you're going to do 4 appointments that you're going to present that the training manager just sits back and listens in on. We're here to help you guys succeed. We don't want you guys to be on your own. If you need us for more than that time, no problem. That's what we're here for. Step 3, add the contacts to your CRM. Make sure you keep your client information updated in Zoho. You don't want to waste too much time on data entry, so keep the notes basic, but informative and clear. Keep clean enough records in case your manager ever needs to help you out with a client, or receives a call from one of your clients so he knows exactly where you left off. Step 4. Call your client about 10 minutes before. You're going to give him a call to make sure that you're confirming your appointment. You're going to offer to call him with the Olivia demo so they can hear Olivia in action. And you're also going to, at that time, send them over their Skype invitation to your meeting. Step 5. Present the material. Guys, in any sales pitch, keep it simple. If you don't keep it simple, you're going to talk yourself out of a sale. Have a conversation. Deliver the features and benefits. Ask questions. Use the calculator, if it applies, to show the client his or her savings. Then go in for the close. Ask for the sale. If you don't ask, they're not just going to jump into the basket. It's the way it works. Ask for the business, you get the business. Step 6. Get the information so we can send out the invoice. If you don't get their information, we can't send out the invoice. You can't get paid. We'll bill the client immediately for the setup fee and for their outbound credits. Privacy counts. Make sure you keep all your clients' information confidential and follow up with your client to make sure that they pay their invoice. Some of the things we want to sell against, guys. High turnover. Your standard telemarketing rooms have a 90% attrition rate. That's 90% of the people that they hire aren't there in a month. Quite frankly, 90% usually aren't there within a week. You spend your time training and educating these employees for them not to show up. It really sucks. Unproductive labor. Guys, with your telemarketers, a lot of times telemarketers come in a bad mood. It's really difficult to be productive. And quite frankly, 20% of the people do 80% of the work anyway. Your training costs and expenses, how much time and money are you putting out as a business owner to train new hires? Poor work ethic. How many people sit there and they just don't work very hard? How many telemarketers have you had? They get on the phone with somebody and then just hit the disconnect button because they're in a bad mood. That's wasting their money. That's wasting the client's money. Additional management cost, and guys, let's face facts. Additional management in telemarketing, that normally comes down and equals out to babysitting. Your HR cost, your payroll service, benefits, PTO, commission, spiffs, bonuses, it all adds up. Your dialer costs, your internet, your overhead as a whole. Reduce the stress. Reduce the stress. Reduce the stress. As we just talked about, 20% of the staff does about 80% of the work, and the 90% turnover rate that we experience with an outbound telemarketing room, we want to show you the comparison with 23% turnover rate on an inbound phone room. What a huge difference that is. Go through. Let's talk a little bit about a prospecting script. I'm just going to read through what I reach out to customers with. Hi, how are you today? My name's Josh and I'm a consultant with Virtual Network Development. I was hoping you could point me in the right direction. Who's in charge of your outbound calling or telemarketing campaigns? No, me, I'm simply doing some prospecting today and I know I caught you off guard, so I'll be brief. We offer a telemarketing solution that's designed to reduce your telemarketing costs by as little as 35% and as much as 60%, while reducing your turnover by about 90%. Now I'm going to take a minute and run through a sample script that I would use as I'm reaching out to potential clients. Hi, how are you today? My name's Josh and I'm a consultant with Virtual Network Development. I was hoping you could point me in the right direction. Who's in charge of your outbound cold calling or telemarketing campaigns? Yeah, I'm simply doing some prospecting today, and I know I caught you off guard, so I'll be brief. We offer telemarketing solutions that are designed to reduce your telemarketing cost 30 to 60%, while reducing your turnover by about 90%. We do all this by utilizing our state-of-the-art voice recognition software called Olivia. Let me ask you, would you be interested in a program that could effectively create a viable potential clients at a fraction of the cost of a traditional telemarketing room? Great. Rather than continuing to talk, I'd rather just show you. What's your cell phone number? I'm gonna have Olivia give you a call right now, so you can see how she works. Guys, when I put Olivia out there and allow Olivia to show what she does herself, it gives a whole nother dynamic, because we're not trying to force a sale down these consumers' throat. We're reaching out, we're telling them, I'd rather show you. Watch. Pop their phone number in the demo app, allow that call to be transferred out, and when they say yes, because they do want to hear more and it's transferred right back to you guys, you've got 80% of a sale closed right there. Bring home the other 20%. Now the demo app, how to use it, how to access it. Guys, this is going to be a huge tool for you. It's the easiest way to get potential clients interested is to show them what she can do. We have built in a demonstration mode that all you have to do is enter the phone number that you'd like to call out to and the phone number that you would like it to ring back on. So the outbound or the phone number you'd like it to ring to would obviously be the client's phone number. The phone number you want it to ring back to is your phone number. So when they say yes and they've heard Olivia talk about herself, you're the one picking that phone back up, ready to demonstrate the rest of what Olivia can do. Questions are everything in sales. You guys know this as well as I do. We're not rookies here. So some of the questions we want to look at in this industry and for this product. You want to know, is it business to consumer or business to business? What industry are they in? How many sales agents do they have? How many appointments or contacts do they normally speak with a day? Do they set appointments or do they close sales over the phone? Do they currently have a telemarketing room? Do they want one? How many agents? Is this successful? How do they prospect? What's your contact flow once they reach a customer? How many calls a day do your telemarketers make? And how many contacts do they each make? Do they use a dialer or are they hand dialing? Do they have good and new lead data? And how many records do you have? If you have a call center, if you used to have a call center, why did you stop? Questions like this will allow you to paint the right picture so you can help these customers understand by delivering the information that is going to impact them about their business. Alright, so I'm going to take a quick minute and run through some of the frequently asked questions. What if my agents are getting too many calls? Simple. Turn it down. What if my agents aren't getting enough calls? Turn it up. What happens when Olivia transfers calls and it's a different voice? Well, we can record your agent's voice on the message for the outbound call. Or we can have Olivia tell the customers who you're transferring the calls to, so long as there aren't too many agents receiving the calls. What happens if the customer calls our number back? Well, we have a voicemail service, so when they call the number back, you can get the inbound calls. Does V&D write our scripts? No. You know what? Nobody knows your product the way you do. Therefore, nobody could write your script the way you can. Hey guys, I'll tell you what. In telemarketing, you need 3 things to be successful: a phone book, a phone booth, and a roll of quarters. We can provide the first two without the hassle, stress, or overhead of a traditional telemarketing room.